Hey everybody, it's Nathan Selove with a very special video. Not that all my videos aren't special. I like to think they are. So the other day, someone asked me if I would do a video about my diagnosis story. And I thought, well, I've already done one about my diagnosis story. So I started looking through my video list, and I realized that I haven't actually done that video yet. I mean, I've referenced it in videos and also lectures that have been recorded that I've posted to the channel, but I've never just sat down and told the story, and I think that I should because I think there's a lot people can learn about my story. So here goes. So to provide a little bit of context, I want to go back to my time in kindergarten and preschool, when my teachers first started telling my mother, hey, there's something up with your kid. And even my mother, who is a very smart individual and who is even a therapist herself, she was like, there is nothing wrong with my son. Right, Nathan? Nathan, why are you on the ceiling again? Get down from there. So pretty early on, my mother was a little bit resistant to the idea that there was something up with me. But she did take me to a therapist who I worked with for quite a few years. And when I was 9 years old, she came to the conclusion that I was autistic, and she diagnosed me with Asperger's syndrome. And this is where the story gets interesting, because my mother was concerned about how I might react or how I might feel about being told that I had a disability. So she actually didn't tell me about it right away. In fact, it wasn't until about a year later, when I was 10 years old, that she actually told me. And the reason why she told me was because I was having a meltdown right before going to school because I was feeling like I was isolated, like I was different from all my classmates and that I couldn't understand them and that they couldn't understand me, and I just didn't understand why. And I remember that I was crying, and I wasn't great at picking up social cues, but I could tell that she wanted to tell me something, but she was hesitant to tell me it. And then she told me that I had Asperger's. And she explained what Asperger's does, and she explained that a lot of people that have Asperger's and are very smart, but that they just have trouble communicating with other people. And even though I was 10 years old, I remember listening to this and it just making so much sense and just being this huge sigh of relief that it wasn't because of some kind of lack of virtue or personality flaw. And look, I don't want people to think that any of this is a condemnation of my mother. She is a great mother. She's always been a great mother. And she fought like a superhero to make sure that I got the accommodations that I needed throughout my schooling. And when she found out that her kid was autistic, and by extension also her husband, she became a nationally renowned expert in autism. And I don't blame her. It was unfamiliar territory for her. I think a lot of people underestimate what the value of a diagnosis, even if it's a self-diagnosis, can have on a person's self-esteem, their self-worth, and their self-identity. So I would never presume to tell someone how they should raise their kids, but I would like to strongly encourage a general principle of honesty. I don't think we should hide things from children. And I think that children, especially autistic children, can handle a lot more than we give them credit for. So I really hope that this video helps people. I hope that my story can be used to help other people through their own stories. So that's today's video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a like, a share, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Check out some of my other stuff. And if you want to support the channel in other ways, support me on Patreon. And you will see me in the next one. I won't see you though, because I'm looking at a camera right now.